Good morning. Okay, what's going on here? That should be working. Oh, I got technical difficulties, folks. I was working on a surprise this morning, and it doesn't look like it's happening. Hello, my fellow peoples. Oh, I don't believe this. Oh, I can't believe the people that are up at 7 a.m. What's going on? Hang on here. I was working on a surprise, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So my surprise was Teradek emailed me some instructions on how to get the cube to work, and which means basically they said I have to downgrade this firmware to last summer's version when I had no problems, because I'm having lots of problems with the new version, and I can't even get it to log on this morning. It's stuck in reconnecting. Anyways. That was my surprise. I was going to do live duck egg recon this morning. I was already out there because something was out there. We had a predator visitor basically all night, off and on. Lots of Doug activity on the bed, getting excited with the smells because I had the window open because it's beautiful here. It's like +5 right now. Well, maybe it's 0 right now, but it was +5 all night. So because the window was open, Doug could smell everything, and he was rather excited. Just a touch. And the ducks, anybody that was watching the ducks, did you notice them all in a clump in the pen? Doing their infamous predator quack? That something was here? So, I'm just trying to get logged on here, folks. I'm gonna end the goose shed because there's no geese in the goose shed. It's like there was a little bit of a goose action last night, but not much. They're outside. I'm gonna have to set a camera outside for the geese because the geese are they're not cooperating. That's basically it. They're not cooperating. Oh, am I connected? Still not connected to the cube. The old Teradek's just not working. Well, I thought for sure this morning I could have a surprise for you. I guess I'm not going to have a surprise for you this morning. Yeah, this is... I have a word for it. But we'll just use the word crap this morning. I can't even connect to it this morning. And I've got it hardwired in the back room. I'm not even using Wi-Fi. I've actually got it plugged into the network. Man. Nope. What is going on? Oh, folks. Well. I can't win. I'm telling you, some days I just stay in bed. Alright. I just don't believe this. Yeah, she won't connect. Alright, well, we'll deal with that one later. Anyways, this is going to be quick because, well, I was planning on doing a surprise this morning for you. live, and then I'm also I'm working. I had some brain waves last night, in the middle of the night. Actually, I dreamt about it. I think that it might work on my solution. We're going to find out here shortly. Just get some caffeine into me, power myself up, and then I'm going to go at her again here and see if I can get this ball rolling. Because I'm at that hump, ladies and gentlemen. You know the hump, and it's like once we get over this hump, it's just, whew, well, hopefully it's clear sailing. Hopefully. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, Michael. Oh, Gene, the coffee. Yeah, I'm still drinking it. I'm on the first bag still. It's tasty. What happens to the dukes and ducks and geese? Do I keep them forever? Like the ones I have, Mick, right now? The ones I have, they're my babies, my breeders. The ones I have right now. The ones that happen here in the summer, they go off and feed a whole bunch of people. These are my girls. Right now, Mick. Mick's new. Mick, where are you from with a name like that? It's like somebody just hit the keyboard with their fist, Mick. Did you have like some kind of spasm when you set your username up? Oh, you're from the Netherlands. So that's a real name? Really? Mick Nix Van. Is it really? Inga, don't laugh at me. Mick Nix Van. What is that? All right, well, Mick's got, I think he hit the keyboard with his head. Ah, so you did hit the keyboard with your hand. All right, all right. It was nice how I say it. All right, Mick. Jennifer from New Zealand with the Clyde Fab. Oh, Doug, is it here again? Where is it, Doug? Right? It's gotta be the fox. It's gotta be the fox. He's awful elusive, I can tell you that much. Awful elusive. Oh, there is something here. It's been here all night. This is what I've been going through all night. Just that right there. I woke up to that many times. Just had the window open. Anybody that watched the streams last night, didn't you see the ducks? Well, I guess nobody was up all night, but the ducks were in a huddle, basically, almost all night. Some ducks stayed in the barn. There was actually this morning when I went in there, I put water in, and there was quite a few ducks in the barn. We've got a critter, but it's the warm weather. This happens all the time, eh? When the warm weather happens, critters get up, wake up, start doing stuff. You know. Stripper was cheating again with Bentley. Oh, that duck. Was it so cute yesterday watching Bentley and Stripper fight, or Bentley and Magoo fighting, folks? Bentley was the first time when I didn't get it on camera because the camera was pointed too high the first time. And I gave you the play-by-play action on it, but Magoo was trying to get Stripper. Bentley was trying to get Stripper, and Magoo ran interference and started fighting with Bentley. That was really cute because it was like he literally got in between Stripper and Bentley and said, "No, no, that's my woman." And then the second time it was just a fight out in the open while Stripper was underneath the feeder. I thought that was funny. So it just shows you that Magoo and Stripper are something. I don't know what they are in the animal kingdom, but they do have some kind of relationship. I'm not sure what you would call it in the duck world because Stripper still thinks she can swing. Magoo doesn't feel that she should. So, you know, I thought that was cute. And Magoo was just, he was fighting hard, man. But Magoo could take Bentley, no problem, because Magoo's a much bigger duck, much stronger, like way stronger. Bentley's nothing. Bentley's a lightweight, you know. Bentley's all looks. Magoo's actually got some substance to him. He's a pretty, he's got some, he might be short and stocky, but he's stout, you know. He's got some meat to him, you know. Soap show description. What soap show? Is there a soap show going on, Jasmine? I don't, Kelly. I don't think Magoo can do it. I've never seen Magoo do it. I've never seen Magoo even interested. Actually, like I can't. I know Stripper has cornered Magoo, and Magoo is just he's oblivious to this courting thing. You know, I've never seen Magoo on. I don't think Magoo could get on top of Stripper or on top of anything actually. Like that duck seriously has no clue. Strawberry, you're right. Does that's why he's got his name. Magoo has no clue. Like it's like he has absolutely nothing. He's I would love to know what's really wrong with him. Like, what is it? You know, is it a mental thing or is this a sight thing? You know. Oh, my description of Days of Our Lives is with Magoo, Stripper, and Bentley. Sorta. It could be a cast on a show. You watch my aggressive rooster hunting video. Well, buddy, you know what? If you read the comments on that video, everybody thinks I'm a really bad shot. You got to read the comments. I love seeing I get a lot of comments on that video, and everybody tells me how bad of a shot I am. I just laugh. Now I used to defend myself and paste my awesome video shots of when nailing predators here, but now I don't even bother. I just say yes, I'm a bad shot. I agree with them. Yes, I am bad. Everybody's better than me on the keyboard on that video. They're like they don't know what it's like to hit a bombing rooster head. It's like and then they tell, oh, get the shotgun. I don't want to pick out lead out of my meat, like get a shotgun. Well, no, I just want a headshot so that I can still put the rooster on the barbecue without having to bite down on a chunk of lead, or a chunk of steel. Actually, is what I use here, steel shot. But I just don't want to imagine biting down. You're having chicken, and you barbecue it, and then you bite down, and you chip your tooth on a pellet. Oh, would that ever make you mad, eh? Oh man, I'd be just steaming, chip your tooth on a pellet, eating barbecue chicken. But these people think I should use a shotgun. Oh, that's nothing too big, buddy. They think that they're still alive after they get hit in the head through a brain shot with a 22. I love that one. Yep, they're still alive. He flopped around for 5 minutes. Yeah, you cut their heads off, they'll run around the driveway too. Are they alive then too? It's like, oh, people are just so stupid. It's like they have no idea. None. That's like when we cut the duck heads off and they still try to fly away. Because the ducks really fly away. They really haul ass. Ooh, I said the word ass. They really haul. when across the lawn. Anyways, that video gets them all. It's amazing, that video. It's like, it's quite amazing, actually. I don't know why that video gets so many views. It's like, it's ridiculous. It constantly gets views. And it's advertiser friendly, according to YouTube. That's what they said, anyways. Shooting roosters in your backyard is advertiser friendly. Because I went through a review on that. What country do I live in, Mick? Antarctica. I raise penguins to feed the homeless. Not ducks, Michael. Penguins. Muscovy, they're the worst. You take the head off of Muscovy, stand back, they'll beat the crap out of you, especially the big males. The males will nail you. They'll beat you up, the males. The Muscovies. They got some real good wing action. You take their heads off. Look at, stand back. Oh. But according to people, they're still alive, eh? So just love that. You gotta know that our school system, eh? Man, oh man. You get on the internet, on the keyboard, and they know it all. It's like, you had an opossum in your shop, they wouldn't get out of the way. My ducks always clear the path for me for shooting, Kelly. They seem to know. And after the shot's done, they know it's the coast is clear. Michael Metz has a problem. All he can say is the word ducks. I wonder if he can spell anything else. But he's on the Penguin channel talking about ducks. I don't know. Makes no sense. The Millennium Job interview. Actually, Gene, that was shared to me by somebody a long time ago, and I never shared it with anybody, and I giggled so much when I watched it because it was really well done. And then yesterday, somebody shared it to me again. I said, I got to share it with the crew because it was so funny. The poor girl got fired at the end of her interview. I forgot how funny it was. I was just giggling to myself watching. I was like, oh man, this is so funny. It is bad, you know, because it's really picking on the poor millennials. Because, you know, it isn't the millennials' fault that they've got these problems. It's the parents that did it to them, you know. So, really, we should have. Really, you know what it should be? It should be. There really should be videos like. We should have a helicopter parent videos because that's the kind of parent that raised that child, that young person. They should have helicopter parent parodies, you know, videos. That's what they should have because we're picking on the end result, not the cause, you know. And how is society ever going to learn if we don't know what the cause is, you know? So it's the helicopter parents that cause the problem. So there really should be parodies on that, and then maybe future generations won't repeat that. I have little tiny duck, Mick, that are like normal duck. It's a contraband duck, but most of my ducks are meat ducks. I have some pets they're not meat ducks because they're deformed or something's wrong with them or they're not right or they're defective, and they definitely have no meat on them. But they've got personality. So and they got a name and they get to stay. So speaking of ducks with personality and staying, Dot is doing amazing, folks. I can't believe how she is walking. I haven't seen her walk upright like this in a long time. Even last summer, she was walking around on her stomach, you know, and she's walking upright. She's doing really well. Oh, Buddy's a millennial. You're working on a construction site, making the bucks while your friends are making no money in their basements, parents' basements, playing with their iPads. Jean, the hospital stay for Dot seemed to give her the necessary break for her to get back to it. But now on the ice, she's useless. Her hips are screwed, right? But on the ice, she's back to normal. She's back to I can't walk. She looks pretty pathetic actually when she gets when I spray her with the hose on the slippery ice, she's screwed. But if it's dry ground, and she's got grip, you know, some traction with her web feet, she's doing just fine, just fine. I'm so happy because Dot is. There's a sad story behind Dot. That was a mistake that year. That was the year. Dot came from the year of my breeders that I gave up the females that I regretted doing. All her friends were given up, and I regretted it afterwards. I should have never done that. I should have kept all those girls. Man, I kicked my rear end for that one. That was so stupid of me. But it was like space. I didn't have enough space, you know, and it was like, the crossbreeds, you know, all the females we have now. These were the mothers of that, and it was like, oh, I felt so bad. Never do that again. We'll just keep making the barn bigger to put up with, to keep the ducks. Mick wants to know what time it is here. It's 732 hours, 723 hours. There, Mick. It's early in the morning. I was outside at 6:30 doing water. It was just beautiful. Actually, let's do a quick weather check because I don't even know what the weather's going to do today. It's beautiful outside this morning. Oh man, it feels like spring almost, which it's not because January 28th is far from the spring. It's like we got this weather when you get breaks like this, folks. It's so deceiving. It really screws with your head. Oh, it's going to be a high of 1 degree today. Oh, going down to -9 tonight though. 1 degree and sunny. That means it'll be above 0. -3 and sunny and snow in Petawawa. All right, well, it's going to be a nice day. Good day to be sitting at a computer working on saving the duck show. It's raining in New England. We were supposed to get rain yesterday, but it never happened here, Joanne. It was supposed to pour, actually. They called for rain, 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 and nothing happened. It was just a beautiful day. We must be trending somewhere because we got new people posting nothing. I hate that. Why does somebody come on and they post four of the exact same things in a row, like 5? Why? Why do you do that? Are you challenged? It's like you just ruin the conversation here. We're trying to have a conversation and you come on and do that. If he does it one more time, I'm going to time him out. Alright, it looks like he's going to cool it. Maybe he left. Maybe we'll be lucky and he left. I'm really upset about this pterodactyl thing this morning. I know the snowflakes, eh? Ugh. They're children, Stephanie? We must be trending somewhere on a video game or something. I don't know. I'm really hoping today I have good luck on figuring my problem out, folks. I hope today I make some serious headway. Oh, Vista just woke up. I did a mug. That was the mug I did yesterday. The penguin. That was a favor from a very good fan in Australia. They asked me, a big supporter of the show, and they sent me that, and they said, would you do that? Because they really like the caffeine and the penguins on the show, and they sent that to me like, oh God, it was like months and months and months ago. So I did that for them. Because, you know, ducks and penguins, that's what we are here, you know? But today I gotta focus. Today's focus day. It's work day for Matt. Everybody else is gonna be enjoying their Sundays, and I'm gonna work. I'm gonna apply myself today, folks. I was really hoping to do a live stream with the pterodactyl. Not liking this. You know, that pterodactyl is really, really frustrating the crap out of me, folks. I've gone, you know, that piece of equipment, was my go-to streaming equipment last year. I loved it. It was like the ultimate piece of streaming hardware, you know? And now I just want to take a hammer to it, you know? Like I'm so upset at it. It's like oh, Mick's leaving us. Mick Backer Nick's van. Yeah, I had the pizza. You know what made me mad? Okay, so this pizza place, I never order from it, but I have the last 3 times. Okay, and last time was the third time. They made 2 awesome pizzas. It's like they were just awesome, like really really good pizzas, good pizzas. So I phoned the guy up last night, and I got the owner again. You know, he's a Greek guy, and I said it's Matt in Burnstown Road. I want to order one of those awesome pizzas, you know. And he goes, oh, so the Cara special, yeah, that's the one I want, the awesome one. Let's see if you can do it 3 times in a row. So the first 2 were like awesome, like really really good pizzas, huge, thick, heavy, hot, everything you could ask for a pizza 4.4 kilometers from the pizza parlor. Okay, so he goes, oh, a hat trick, whatever. I don't know. Is that what a hat trick is? 3 in a row that are good? I call it not screwing up. But anyways, so pizza gets here. And it got here pretty quick too. I was actually surprised how fast it got here. I was like, holy mackerel, it's here already. Like I hadn't even really gotten ready to eat yet. It was cold. How can the pizza get here faster than you expect and be cold? Anyway, so the pizza was cold. And it was nothing to write home about. It was nothing to write home about. It was pretty flat. It was not the best. The cheese had already coagulated on the top and made it hard. It was like, what happened? What did you already have this like sitting on the shelf? And then, it was like, was it somebody else's pizza that I got? And it was like not that good. Like the first 2, really good. This one sucked. So, anyways, and then you know what? I've noticed this too, is that the amount of thirst I have afterwards. I must have drank 80 ounces, 2-3 liters of water type afterwards. I was so dry. It was like, okay, the cheese must have just been full of salt. So, anyways, the worst part is there's a pizza place in town that is really good pizza. Really good pizza. Like, I like it. But the problem is they gave me food poisoning once, and I can't go back because they thought it was funny that they made me sick. They laughed, and I just have a hard time going back after that. It's like, because I had a steak sub there, was whipping through town one night at 10 o'clock at night, coming back from someplace, and I thought, oh, I'll just stop and get a steak sub, and I got deathly ill. So, like, really seriously, 3 days of sickness. Actually, I was on the stream. You guys saw how sick I was, but I had stomach cramps, the whole bit, and when I confronted them about it, they went through the security cameras and they said, well, it looked like the guy made it right and all that, and he laughed. He was just laughing the whole time. So, and I was like, this isn't funny. You made me sick for 3 days, and they didn't think they owed me anything for 3 days of misery. And I kept phoning back every day that I was sick to report how sick I was, that I'm still sick, and 3 days of this, and 3 days they were laughing. So I won't go back. I was like, I'm not going back there. No. So other than that, there's no any other place. Oh, the other pizza place, they kicked me out, and I don't know what was up his rear end. But he told me to go to the other place. He said, stop coming here for pizza, go to the other place for pizza. I have no idea. I think he was in a bad mood that day. But I said, okay, fine. I'll go away. And then that place gave me food poisoning. So, it was like, I think he got upset because I kept asking for Parmesan cheese on my pizza, and he kept complaining that Parmesan cheese was really expensive. I was like, well, then why do you offer Parmesan cheese with your pizza? Like, you got a Parmesan cheese shaker right there for the pizza, but when I ask for it, you get mad because I keep putting it on my pizza. Like, why do you have it? Take it away. Say we no longer offer Parmesan cheese instead of bitching how expensive Parmesan cheese is. So, anyways, it's like, so I'm sort of lucky though, because then I don't order pizza because I've been either banned or poisoned, or I've experienced something bad. The joys of a small town, you know. You never know. Things could things are limited some days when you're here. You know, you got a free pizza when yours wasn't right. They don't do that here, Juanita. They don't care. Unless I want, well, if I ordered from like Domino's, they do that kind of stuff. But their Domino's pizza is so bad. It's like if you, it's basically eating a cardboard box. Like like the cardboard box that's what the Domino pizza is. It's really bad. Unless you know somebody there that when they know it's you, and then they make it special for you, but that's totally outside the norm. Inga, have you ever got? You should go in there and watch them make a pizza. I don't know. Maybe in the Netherlands it's different, but here they basically everything's done by machine. So like they pour in the exact amount of cheese, like a half a cup, and it's got a machine that evenly spreads the cheese. So there's next to nothing on top of it. It's like it's just unbelievable how they get away with putting next to nothing. But they've got a system down that they can make next to nothing look like a pizza. It's just bad. And then Vista jumps in telling us how good Domino's pizza is. Vista, if you think Domino's pizza is good, you've never had a good pizza. There's your problem. Seriously, Domino's does not make good pizza. Unless you're paying somebody in the kitchen, or they're a friend in the kitchen, or your best friend's child is working in the kitchen making something. Oh, it's for Vista, and adds a whole bunch of extra to it. It's the only way. Well, a small family works sometimes, Gene. Ain't working here. It's bad. Oh, the pizza situation. And the pizza, there was a good pizza place, and they're closed now. They're history. Totally history. They closed down. I don't know what happened to them, but something went wrong. And they had really good pizza. Thin crust pizza is good if it's done right. I had a lot of good pizzas when I was in Brazil. They really like thin crust pizzas in Brazil. Like thin, really thin. It's all topping. Oh, cold pizza, not last night's cold pizza. I had cold pizza for supper. It was like I got all ready. I sat down in the living room, and it was like, and it was like I didn't even need a knife and fork. It was so cold. It was like I ate. I just slopped it in my hand. It was bad. I'm looking forward to a real breakfast. Is what I'm looking for. Pizza is diet food, Ford. The secret is don't eat the whole pizza. You know, Island Domino's is bad. Janie's giving us the breakdown in Guam here. Domino's in Guam only half cooks their dough. That's gross. Make it myself. Well, I guess Mystery Gardener wasn't here yesterday. The reason I didn't make it myself was because I was wiped out last night, and I just wanted something quick because I was shutting her down because I was really tired, because I was up till 3 a.m. the night before working. Everybody always say that, make it yourself. Well, the reason I order pizza is because I just don't feel like cooking. Believe me, if I'm gonna make something myself, I ain't making pizza. There's like so many other better things I can make. I can make apple crisp, okay? I could roast up a duck, do some lamb. We could have a chicken. I don't like the chicken though. I'm having pork tonight. The flu, you been away. Well, that's unacceptable to be sick. Just unacceptable. You know what? I read an article last night about the flu. You know, they're the H3N2 strain is what's killing everybody this year, right? The this is depressing too. Is the amount of deaths this year from the flu are through the roof, and the government's hiding it. I wonder why they're hiding it. Pork roast leftovers, Gene. I cooked a roast the other night, and I forgot I had the leftovers after the pizza got here last night, and I opened the fridge to get a drink of water. I saw leftover pork there, and I was like, "Oh, I had leftover pork. I didn't need to have this pizza." And then when I had the pizza, it was cold. It was like, "Oh, great! I could have had leftover pork. It was way tastier than cold pizza." It's H3N2 Vista. I just read the article last night. H3N2 is what it's the strain. And guess what? They've discovered now, because Australia gets the flu before us, because it's sort of like the precursor to our flu season, and they've discovered that the flu vaccine is only 10% effective. 10%, folks. Which normally they say it's 33% effective. There's a 1 1/3 chance it'll help you, and now it's down to less than 10%. It's North America, Jasmine. 45,000 people have died from this strain already. I just read the article last night. But the government they're not releasing the stats on it. They're keeping it quiet this year because the deaths are through the roof. No, Vista. Vista. My God, woman. I just told you the reason it's 10% is the H3N2 strain is resistant to the vaccine. They didn't know it was going to be the H3N2 strain. That's why it's only 10% effective. Oh. Your company works on the vaccine, but they lie to you, Vista. You believe your company? I'm just going by the article. The article had sources and proof, and we're being lied to. Yes, the hospitals are full. That was another thing on the article, Juanita. The hospitals are jammed. They're talking overflowing the hospitals because they've got so many people coming in with this flu. I'm not leaving the property. I'm reading the article thinking I'm staying here till March. Stephanie, imagine now, right? They spend all this money in marketing and they get the government to pay, and the government, our tax dollars. Yeah, actually, you're in the same province, in the same bankrupt province we are. I'm in. We're uh, so for every dollar of government money we're spending on this vaccine, we're getting 10 cents worth of results. Now, what kind of business model is that? Think about that. You know, so the government's buying all these vaccines, and then pounding it, and how much money do they spend advertising and print material and all that kind of stuff. And then now we're finding out that 10% is all it works. Wouldn't it be better to take all that money and to say screw the 10% and focus on, either prevention or putting people in the hospital? It'd probably be cheaper. Because we just wasted 90% of our dollars on the vaccine. And what did that cost? I don't get vaccines, Mindy. The only vaccines I've ever gotten are when I travel, like things like for yellow fever, polio, hepatitis, cholera. when you're traveling to those parts of the world that you can get these beautiful diseases, they're the ones that I go for. But getting one for a flu, I'll pass on that. Like, I do the ones that, when they say this is what's going to happen to you if you go to this country, you can get all of these things happen to you. Okay, I'll sign me up for those ones. But like, I've been living here my whole life, and I haven't died yet from the flu. I got a problem this year with my sinuses because of the straw, but I don't think that warrants a vaccine. But flu vaccines here are paid for by our tax dollars. The government buys them and gives them out for free to everybody. Everybody, yeah, every store you go to, you can get your flu shot free. You know, like everybody. Absolutely. You go down the street. Actually, I was just the reason that I read this article was when I was in town. I think Friday I was in town. What day was I in town? I saw the sign outside the pharmacy, come in for your flu shot. And then I saw the article and I read it and I was like, oh, yeah, so there's the deal, eh? The H3N2. So anytime I feel sick, I've got the H3N2. That's me, H3N2. I think I shouldn't have turned that light off. Here, I'll open the curtain, the window. Oh, oh, folks. Oh, I really should get to work. Oh, Mindy, they should get their vaccines, thin the population out. As long as we don't take it, we got nothing to worry about. Just saying, everybody that doesn't take it, we're laughing. We can be left here for the tax slaves, for the elite. Actually, Joanna, I'm in long underwear. Not my jammies. I don't sleep in long underwear. These are my attire for the winter. I can't wear long underwear and pants in the house. It's too hot. But if I go outside, I gotta throw the pants on. So that's the deal. So that's why in the wintertime we do the show in my long underwear. Now I could wear, I could wear my, we wear my sweatpants and not wear my long underwear, and then every time I go outside, I have to put my long underwear on and then put my pants on. It'd be a lot of dressing or undressing. It's already bad enough this winter that every time I go outside and do any work, I gotta put my work boots on because I can't wear my other boots because my ankle gets sore. So, and I gotta take care of my ankle because of what I did to myself last year. I do not want my ankle to stay sore. It's got to start getting better, but it's taken forever to heal. Man, oh man, whatever I did to it last year, I can't believe how long it's dragging on. It's brutal. Matt, are you still going to have that trim work done inside your home? No, Anita, I got screwed on that deal. Unfortunately, I got robbed. So never trust a buddy. Who is this guy? It's a guy in the Antarctica, Cabbage, with penguins. Who are you, Cabbage Rollum? Yes, I'm a guru from the Antarctica, Cabbage Rollum. You just came to you're new to the show, and you want to learn things about your life, about how everything's a lie. Well, you're at the right place. This is we you've heard of the rabbit hole. Well, we're ducks here, okay? Ducks and penguins. That's us. And we're doing a coffee this morning because I was supposed to get right to work, but I didn't. I'll turn the camera on. I really should have. I should, right now, I woke up, folks. I said, because I said, oh, if I start right now, I feel fresh. I feel recharged. I need to get at the store and get this happening because, folks, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Things are bad here on the YouTube front, and then I went outside, did the water, and then I started waking up, walking around. It was so nice, and then I came in here and I got my coffee, and I said I'm gonna have a chat with the peeps, and then now I'm not getting any work done. So no, Jasmine, it doesn't work that way when you're working on websites. You can't break your time up because it takes too long to get your head back into it. Can't. It doesn't work that way. It's not like other jobs. When you start it, you got to keep going at it till it's done because there's a process of thought pattern when you start laying it out. And if you stop part way in the thought pattern to get back into it, it's brutal. I've been down this road many times. My brain doesn't work that way. When I started, I've got to go until I finish that segment of it because if I come back halfway through it later, I've literally got to start back at the beginning. Because, see, a lot of people write everything down in a big map and then they go, okay, this is what we got to do. Whiteboard it, whatever you want to call it. It's in my head. I'm sort of like an etch a sketch, okay, in my head. And if I go away and come back, my etch a sketch got shook up and everything got erased, and I got to go back and start all over again. So that's what my brain works like. It's exactly like coding, James. It's exactly. That's what it's like. Exactly. That's exactly, James, you named it because named it. You nailed it. That's exactly what it's like. Because I learned I had this deficiency in my head when I was building e-commerce sites. And especially when you start working like with cascading style sheets and that kind of stuff. And it's like, you can't stop. Like, because your brain, you're so focused and you've got, basically you've got this running table in your head of definitions, and it stays with you right when you're doing it, and everything's falling into place, and you just keep going until you're done. And you know it might this might last 5 hours, this might last 8 hours, this might last 12 hours, depending on what you're doing, and you can just blow right through it, and it's all in your head. But when you come back, that table's being erased, and then you go like, oh damn, what was that? You know. So I've learned, don't stop. It's part of your age. I had that problem. How old was I? When did I discover that problem? 45. Yeah, I was 45 when I discovered that problem that I couldn't. But that was when I started playing with the back end of e-commerce sites. I think it was 45. It's the dyslexia. Sure, Vista, pick on me now. Thanks. I needed that this morning. I think it was 45. Yeah, it would have been 45 when I discovered that. But that's when I discovered about doing the websites. So, what's my job, Cabbage Roll'em? Is giving advice on YouTube Live. Do you have a question? I will give you an answer. This is what I do right now. Talk to me. Ask me a question, Cabbage Roller, and I will solve your life's problems. Do I accept Bitcoin? I actually went to set up a Bitcoin wallet a couple of years ago, which I'm really kicking myself I didn't do this. But when I went to set it up, because I don't have a cell phone, I can't accept the confirmation code for my wallet. So I have an account set up that I can't confirm because I don't have a cell phone to get the confirmation text. So like in this day and age, if you don't have um, um, a cell phone, you're screwed. What would I do with $1 million if I had it? Tax-free million? Or do I still got to pay tax first? Yeah, the cell service sucks here in Antarctica. I'm in a valley. It's bad, Janie. It's like I wish they'd do something about it. Tax-free million. Oh, a tax-free million. All right. Do you want to know honestly? Like, who else wants to know what I would do with a tax-free $1 million? Does anybody else want to know? Do we want to go down this rabbit hole? Las Vegas put it on red. No. No. Okay, let's see how many people here. Was this somebody? I want to make you grovel for the answer on this one, folks. No, Inga. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Not enough people want to know. All right. Okay, so we got some people asking here. $1 million tax-free. Let's say somebody came along with Bitcoin, you know, somebody who just had a ridiculous amount of Bitcoin. Bitcoin billionaire shows up on the Doug Show and says, oh, I can arrange, but you got to set up a wallet. So I got to go to town, get a cell phone. I got to get a SIM card. I got a cell phone. What am I talking about? I got one of those. I got to go to town, get a SIM card, and then stand in town to get my code so that I can verify my Bitcoin wallet so that this Bitcoin billionaire can send the Duck Adventure $1 million tax-free, okay? All right, so now I've got my $1 billion, no, $1 million in my Bitcoin wallet on an offshore area somewhere where the government can't touch it, okay? So, yes, that is on the list, Jasmine. We would clone Doug. Doug would be getting cloned. That would be a new segment on the show. But I would sell everything. I would sell the house. I would sell the works. Everything would get sold, and I would leave the country. And it would be a toss-up between, and we would do a trip. We would go on a trip. We'd go on 2 trips. One trip we'd go to Russia, and one trip we'd go to South America. And then we would look for a new location for the Duck Adventure. And then we would set up a Duck Adventure, like a little village, a little farm that would raise food and give it all away. That's what I would do. We would get locals over and we would live stream it all. I would get serious live streaming equipment so that we could, wherever I was, doesn't matter where it was, I would be like streaming, just like I am now, a serial streamer, stream it all. So it would either be Russia or South America, some low tax haven place. No, that's what that would happen. We would really crank the show up. You would be like, and I would get a cell phone package, a data package that I could stream all the time on my cell phone. I wouldn't worry about it because I'd have $1 million tax free. Yeah. And that's what I would do. It would be just shake it right up. I would just shake my life up. Totally shake it up. Like you would be going like, why are you doing this to your life? Because that's the kind of guy I am. I love shaking things up. I love change. I love change. I do. I really do. I love when I don't, and things start getting the same all the time. I get bored and I lose interest, and then I get depressed because I'm not challenged anymore. If I don't have a constant challenge, I get bored and then I get depressed. So if I keep making it harder on myself, I stay interested. Oh, so now Cabbage Roland's not going to give me the $1 million because he says money isn't the answer to happiness. Well, no, I was going to spread the money out to help people there, Cabbage Roland, but it's all right. I love setting up the Cafe Press store. I'm enjoying that, Vista, but I'm under a little bit of pressure right now because of what YouTube's doing to the channel. YouTube is really hurting the channel right now, which is going to really affect me coming up on February the 21st. It's going to be brutal, February 21st. I'm going to be, if I don't have the Cafe Press store up and running, I'm going to become an eBager on February 21st. Because YouTube is just destroying me right now, actually. I like to refer to money, and really it's not money, currency. Currency is the Vaseline of life. Okay? Because technically money is not accepted. Go to a store with gold or silver bullion and see, what kind of deal you'll get. They look at you and they'll just shake their head. What is that? Do you got any of that? You got money? No, this is money. Oh, you mean currency? All right, yeah, I've got some currency here. But try that. Go with some gold or silver bullion and see, what kind of response you get at a store. They just laugh at you. Oh, easier isn't happier. I just said that, Roland. I just said that. I just said if it's too easy, I get bored, then I get depressed. Sell T-shirts. What do you think we're talking about, Roland? Cabbage is obviously just really new to the show here. What is Rungler Star doing? I have no idea. Why Antarctica? That's where the penguins are. Where do you think you're going to find penguins in the summertime? Cabbage, you really got to get with the program here this morning. Yeah, we still have the 50 Ducks T-shirts like the ones I'm wearing. You can't buy these. You will not be able to buy these on the on the new Cafe Press store because I've got the illegal YouTube logo. You can't have logos. So that these are like limited edition technically because they will not be reproduced because I don't have permission for the YouTube logo. I just threw it on there. So it's like YouTube could come after me and sue me for all my revenue that I've made on the T-shirts. And it could really take us down hard. Oh. What kind of pet do I have? I've got you, Cabbage Rollum. You're my pet. You're my pet. You're my special pet, Cabbage. Where is Cabbage Rollum from? I'm curious on this. Cabbage Rollum is new to the show this morning. You're from Canada. But what part of Canada? Canada's a big country. It's approximately 4,800 kilometers across. Where are you in that 4,800 kilometer across section? West of Toronto. Okay, so now we've narrowed it down to somewhere around 3,800 kilometers from Toronto to Vancouver Island. Can you narrow us down a little bit more there, Cabbage? It's not like we're going to come and visit you. Trust me. You're not that important today. Oh, you're in Mississauga. Okay. I'm quite familiar with Mississauga. I actually used to work in Mississauga. I feel for you. Stuck down there. What a miserable hole that part of the world is. Man, I don't miss that life. That's bad down there. Trump had a word for that part, for that type of situation. I agree with him on that one. Sort of like Vancouver, you know? Vancouver and Toronto are the two you-know-whats of Canada. Oh. I'd stick up to here in the bush where it's nice. You're getting closer to having the pink large fit you there, girl? Sub to me and I'll sub back. But I don't want to sub to you, gamer. It's like, I really don't really interested in gamer channels. So we're just going to time you out. Boom. Just like that. A Mississauga hater? No, no. I think GTA. We'll just call you the GTA. The whole GTA area. It's like, it's all bad. Okay, we got to be trending somewhere. That we got games showing up here now. How many people are here right now? 101. Yeah. So now the gamers are going to start showing up. Okay, mods, can you time some gaming people out here for me? So I don't have to do it, so I can focus on talking to you. So you can do it. You can listen to me and nail people. Okay. I've been washing my shirts in warm water, and because of the duck poop situation in my life, because it just doesn't clean up very well. Well, I don't feel it cleans up very well in cold water, and the colors are staying up pretty good considering they get washed in warm water every time. So, is there something going on about Macedonia? Is there like something kind of big on the news right now in Macedonia? I'm doing a quick search on Google here. Okay, so Macedonia to rename airport to end decades long feud with Greece. Now they're going to change the name. There's something going on in there, but I'm not up in the news on Macedonia, so sorry. That's all I can say about Macedonia right now. Roland wants to know if the channel makes any money. Not anymore, Roland. It used to before the Admageddon happened. And then now that Admageddon is destroying YouTube and whatever else they're up to, it's just a bad situation. Things are going downhill. That's why I'm setting up a merchandise store to save the channel. Things aren't like they used to be on YouTube. Things have changed in the last 16 months, 14 months. Big time change. I stream for free. I don't put commercials on my stream. If you notice when you came on the stream, there was no commercials. I stream for free. I give everything I do. I give away for free. I donate all my eggs to the food bank, and I give away all the ducks I raise to the homeless. I'm like a good Samaritan, is what I am. YouTube is trying to make people go to YouTube Red. No, Jasmine, that doesn't make any sense. They're just destroying YouTube, Jasmine. I don't do karaoke. I hate karaoke, actually. Not a fan of karaoke. I can't handle karaoke. I've left places. Oh, it's karaoke night. I'm out of here. Nothing worse than hearing a cat getting beaten up to music in the background. No, Jasmine, you're not grasping the big picture here. It's nothing about YouTube Red. YouTube Red is dwarfed by the ad revenue, and now the ad revenue is completely screwed up. Okay, Cabbage Roll him. You think I was lying to you? Okay, now I'm getting triggered because he's doubting my answer. You know how when people doubt me, how I can just go right off the edge here. I answered your question. If you don't accept it, then go away. But don't keep, saying, like, you're saying that I just told you a lie? Like, my God. When people ask a question and then you answer them back, specifically, acknowledge them in the comments, which I could just ignore them, and I didn't. And then he says, "No, seriously, go away then if you're not going to listen to me." Like, no, Mike, yes, do I have this attitude? Yeah, Mike, you're in my house. What, am I supposed to be nice to you if I don't like you? Mike's got a problem with my attitude. Mike Snowflake Henderin. Mike's a snowflake. He came in at a good time, Yamaha. Yeah, I'm just getting riled up here because the triggering starting. The triggering starting, and I was being so good this morning, and it's like new people show up just to send me over the edge. I'm getting riled. I'm fired up on caffeine. I'm ready to go. Oh. No, the terror deck ain't happening here because that's why I got up. I was all excited about. Oh, what's the women's scene like in Antarctica? Man, you have no idea how bad it is down here. It's bad, man. Don't come here if you're a single male thinking you're going to start a family. Nothing but penguins and ice. It's just a lot of penguins. If you're into penguin sex, I guess it's a place you could come, but it's just not good. I'm talking about watching penguins having sex, not having sex with penguins. Okay, so this is a family show. We're not supposed to be talking that kind of stuff. I should have made a bigger pot of coffee here. I'm on a roll right now. I'm getting all riled up. I need some more material. We need some more triggering happening. Give me some material, folks, so I can blow a gasket. How much does a house go for down in there? Oh, they're cheap here. They're seriously cheap. It's crazy. The people sell their homes in the city and then move here, and you wouldn't believe what they buy. Massive places compared to the city. It's cheap. The surprise, I was going to have a live stream this morning for Egg Recon because Teradek sent me a fix, but I can't even get the freaking Teradek to join the network. I'm locked out. I've got it hardwired. I've even plugged it in. I didn't do it with Wi-Fi. It's like it's just nothing's working out for me here, JD. So. Oh, Mike. Poor Mike. He comes to relieve stress. Well, Mike, if you want to relieve stress, I have streams of just ducks. You can go to them and watch them, and they're really relaxed, chilled. A lot of people just sit there and watch the ducks, and you're fine. Totally stressed reliever. But you come on here and you want to see the real Matt. I'm not moody. I just don't hold back. I'm real, man. You want know what Mike wants? Mike wants those fake videos. Where everything's always happy, unicorns and rainbows. That's what Mike wants. There's lots of other channels on YouTube that do those fake videos. Lots. Isn't there, folks? Like, there's so many places you can go and watch those fake videos where everything is perfect, and then you're going, my God, that is unbelievable. Their life is bliss, Like my old videos. People used to think, my God, Matt, you're always so happy. Yeah, it's easy to be happy for 40 minutes of the day on a video. I lied. I was miserable that day. I had a bad day, but I turned the camera on and I was all happy. And then I turned the camera off and I was like, oh, I'm ready to kill somebody. Like, don't show up here. Stephanie, you would not believe what you can buy in this part of the world with your house. You don't even need to go to Northern Ontario, Stephanie. You have no idea. Put it this way. I know a guy sold his house. and it was in Ottawa, and it was 575,000. He sold his house for, so it's tax free because it was his home, and he had no mortgage because he had owned it for like 25 years. So he had $575,000. He came here, $575,000, bought a 400-acre farm, okay, with a farmhouse on it. They gutted the farmhouse, redid the whole farmhouse inside, made it like brand new, gutted it, and no permits, no nothing because, well, he had an electrical permit, but that was the only thing. But because he didn't build onto the farmhouse, it was just a reno. Redid, like, I mean, they gutted it right to the studs. So it was completely brand new inside, all new electricity, water, everything, okay? And then paved the laneway, and the laneway is over a kilometer long because he had a white Audi and he didn't want to get it wet, dirty on the gravel. So it's over a kilometer, paved it in the farm, and bought himself a little tractor, and he's working the farm with his $575,000. Like, totally set himself up on a serious farm size. No, it's crazy what you can buy up here for that. He sold it, and he had no yard. His house was not even like, it was like 6 feet from his neighbor. There was like no space. He had no space. So you wouldn't that? I think Stephanie mistyped something because that makes next to no sense. Actually, I've been eating the broken eggs because we had so many of them. I shared them with Doug. I had 7 the other day because the ducks were playing with them in the barn, and so I scrambled up all 7 and then I shared them with Doug. I ate some and then Doug ate some. Well, you're not going to get crazy neighbors like I have when you got 400 acres, Inga. 400 acres. We're talking like a kilometer of space between you and the next person. Oh, cabbage rolling. Do I ever get depressed? I already went through this. We already talked about that. That was way earlier in the stream, cabbage. Well, you're going to have to rewatch the stream. I already went down that rabbit hole. I really should go do some work, folks. I'm gonna see if I can get I typed that wrong. I would love the land, but save the money and not spending so much on a rebuild. Oh, Stephanie, no, 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 no. The reno you gotta do. You gotta do it on the farmhouse. You gotta do the reno. It's not a big deal. You have no idea how cheap contractors are up here compared to the city. That's another thing. Like, you can totally gut a house. Well, this house got totally completely gutted and redone. It looks like a show home inside this old brick farmhouse, and it was done for like a joke amount of money. Like, it was just under 100,000, and it like totally it's well. He says it is nicer than the house that they sold in the city inside now. So, because you can get, uh, it's this part of the world, folks. It's a depressed area. So if you have a way of making money, you know, you can live pretty good up here. But then the government takes care of you after that. As soon as you think you're getting ahead, the government figures out how to take your money from you. So you should be thinking about leaving the country, because we're in the worst province in the world. This is a bad province. We're in a bad situation, actually. This province is bad. This Ontario, Canada, is, well, Trump has a word for that. It's bad. The government, we've been so mismanaged here for the last 15 years. And then the scary part is they're going to get reelected again and continue the mismanagement. But we're technically bankrupt here, this province, technically. I think we have the highest per capita debt in the world as far as government is concerned. That's how bad this province is. Well, the government in does all governments are bankrupt. That's why they're going crazy on this taxation. Have you people not noticed that the velocity of new taxes and new ideas that they have for revenue is going through the roof? Like that's all the news is. That's like it's like all the news is about this, and this. They're always looking for new ways to milk us because every government in the world's broke. And if they keep promising more free stuff to everybody, they keep getting elected, eh? And then we just keep going down this death spiral. But this province is the worst. Like you have no idea. I could give you a link to a video that it would just, if you watch the whole 18 minutes, you would be blown away by what this province is like. So it's bad. And I live here. Like, there's some days I wish I was in Antarctica because then I wouldn't have any government telling me what to do. So some days I wake up wishing I was in the Antarctica because I'm telling you, it's depressing, man. It is. It's truly depressing. It is because there is no way around anything unless you leave. That's the only way around this. That's how bad it's gotten here. They're out to screw us so hard. Why don't I move? Because you haven't sent me the $1 million via Bitcoin yet, Cabbage Roll'em. What a silly question, why I haven't moved. I told you earlier what I would do if you sent me $1 million. I'm waiting, man. Send me the million and I'll move. Like, oh, you forgot that, eh? Little ADHD there. Be honest. Do we move with my high revenue YouTube channel? Alright. The Rolling the Bucks channel, Raising Ducks for Charity, move. You shouldn't feed ducks bread, man. Who's feeding? Meme Slayer. Yeah, don't feed ducks bread. That's the worst thing you can do for a duck. Absolutely don't. Never feed ducks bread. Activate my Bitcoin. Well, that means I gotta get a SIM card for my phone, and then I gotta go, and then I gotta get a data package, all in the hopes that somebody's gonna give me a Bitcoin. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's a scam, you know, when you set it up and you go through the verification, you give all your information, you do everything, but until they can send you an SMS code, you know, on your cell phone, you can't activate the account. It's like, why? Why do I have to have a cell phone? Why can't I just have like a regular phone? And why am I not giving? Did I not give you enough information and verify who I was to open the account? Like, I don't get it. It's like, anyways. Okay, Vista, why'd you, No, the old WTF, Kelly. You can't do the old WTF. What the frig? Actually, what bread does, Cabbage Roll'em, is it expands and fills the duck belly up, and then the duck thinks they're full and don't eat anymore, and then they starve. So that's the reason why. It's sort of like feeding your ducks sponges. You don't do that because the duck will stop eating as soon as they feel that their belly is full. So then they don't even know they're starving. So feeding ducks bread is like feeding ducks sponges. So that's the deal. No, I don't eat bread. I don't. I haven't bought bread in, I bet you, a decade. I don't have any bread here at all, unless I make my own, which I haven't done that in a while. But I have the yeast now because Juanita reminded me, and I have yeast here to make bread. Just haven't done that either. But I really should go and start my day. Everything's legal in Antarctica. Everything. I can do anything I want in Antarctica. Absolutely anything. There's no government down here. The world government's trying to get me off the island, but we're going to stay here for a while until the YouTube channel is making enough that I can leave, or somebody sends me that Bitcoin $1 million there, Mr. Billionaire Bitcoin guy. How long have I been farming? I'm not farming. I'm YouTubing. I'm not a farmer. I'm a YouTuber. Isaac. I've been YouTubing since 2011, and I turned it into a job in 2013. So, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give the Terror Deck one more crack to see if I can get a live stream happen and do an egg recon. I'm gonna try it again, and then I gotta get back. I gotta get to work, folks, because today I woke up all pumped about attack in the old Cafe Press store. And I really, really got to get that happening, folks. Like, I got to get over this hump of that I'm at right now. I've been climbing this hill, okay? And I'm like, I feel that I'm at the top edge of the hill. You know what I mean? That's where I feel like I am. And you're going to be blown away when I start coming down the other side. You're going to go, holy mackerel, every day, look at all the stuff that's showing up here. And that's where I'm at. Like, right now, you're looking at going, what's the guy doing? He's probably sleeping on the couch, you know? But no, I'm not. The hill is brutal. It's a long, long hill to go up. What I'm doing, long hills. Just it's frustrating as hell, actually, but it's a challenge, and it's keeping me from being depressed and bored. So, oh, you understand, Vista? I'm so glad you understand. My life is so much more complete when you understand. I'm glad you enjoyed the chat and my salty attitude that I gave you this morning. And for the snowflakes out there that I offended, they've probably already left, so I don't need to apologize to them. So, because we haven't seen them since I singled them out. Actually, you know what? Since I have been live streaming, you know, we lost a lot of subs on the channel, and we don't get many snowflakes appearing, popping their heads up to get whacked. You know, it's actually we've done pretty good at slaying them. So, all right, I'm gonna go because I have no more coffee, and I'm gonna give one more crack on the Terra Deck to see if I can do egg recon live for you. So keep an eye out on the channel. You never know what can happen here. Yeah, I know, I'm almost at 53,000 subs. But it doesn't matter, Inga. It doesn't matter anymore. YouTube, it's just doesn't matter. What only matters is you, my fans, that actually put up with my saltiness. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna see if I'm gonna one more attempt right now. I'm gonna go see if I can get this Terror Deck thing happening, because it's like, it doesn't make any sense why I can't connect. I'm having technical difficulties. All right, so I'll be back to you, hopefully live. If not, you're going to see a video version of the eggs.